ಹಾಂ ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಕರಿತೀನಿ ಏನಂತೆ ಸರ್
ಕರೆಯೋದು ಸರ್
ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್
Okay students, we are in problems with derivatives using logarithms. So we continue further more examples in this regard. As we have seen in these problems, we have to apply first logarithms whenever we have function to the power of function, then use logarithm rules whichever applicable, and after that differentiate, get the result for dy by dx. We continue further more problems. Next problem. If sin y to the power of x equals to x to the power of sin y, sin y to the power of x equal to x to the power of sin y, then find dy by dx. Then find dy by dx. So first write yet again given problem and call it as 1. So because of it is function to the power of function, we must take the help of logarithms. So write a word stating that taking log on both sides. Left hand side log sin y to the power of x. Right hand side log x to the power of sin y. Next step, using logarithm theorem, namely log m raised to n, n log m. That means x into log sin y is equals to right hand side sin y into log x. Next step will be obviously for differentiation. On differentiating with respect to x, and both sides we need to apply product rule because of product of two functions. Here product rule, in the other side also product rule. First function x into the derivative of log sin y is 1 by sin y. Not only 1 by sin y, into sin y derivative is cos y multiplied by differentiation of y is y dash, plus, because we are in product rule, plus second function log sin y into differentiation of x is 1, that 1 can be omitted. Right hand side also by product rule. First function sin y into the derivative of log x is 1 divided by x. That means sin y divided by x, plus second function log x multiplied by the derivative of sin y will be cos y multiplied with y dash. Total cos y into y dash. We need to collect y dash terms at one side, non-y dash terms at other side. So let's collect y dash containing terms at one side. At the same time, here cos y divided by sin y, which can be written as cot y, which become total x cot y, y dash. Along with that, this y dash term also brought to left hand side. Hence next step, x into cot y into y dash. Along with this, the next term will be right hand side term of y dash minus log x into cos y into y dash. equals to sin y divided by x minus log of sin y. Next, in the left hand side, there will be common y dash. On y dash common, x cot y minus log x into cos y. All this is multiplied with y dash is equals to right hand side as usual sin y divided by x minus log of sin y. Lastly, only y dash will be given by right hand side bracket divided by left hand side bracket. Now finally, y dash is defined by sin y by x minus log of sin y. All this is whole divided by x cot y minus log x into cos y. Next problem under this type means logarithmic differentiation type. If y is equals to sin x whole power sin x and again power sin x, it's as good as sin x power sin x power sin x power till up to infinity. That's the way of function defining. Question is that find dy by dx. So y is defined by sin x power sin x power sin x power up to infinity. Find dy by dx. Solution. First write at again given function. Given function is y equal to sin x to the power up to infinity. But now don't take logarithms at once. We are unable to take logarithms because of number of terms are up to infinity. If terms were up to finite, then logarithms now only could have been taken. But don't take logarithms. We shall make use of the fact as there are infinite number of terms. So even if one term is just forgotten for a moment, still number of terms will be up to infinity. So now given problem can be written as sin x to the power, means excluding the sin x, remaining sin x power sin x power sin x power still up to infinity only. So all that from given data can be written as y. Right, this is since from 1. Now taking logarithms on both sides. Next step, taking logarithms on both sides. Left side log y, right side log of sin x to the power of y. The next step will be using log theorem in right hand side, namely log m raised to n, n log m. Left hand side remains same. Hence log y is equals to y into log of sin x. Now this equation is just ready for differentiation. We write the word that differentiating with respect to x. Left hand side differentiation of log y 1 by y into y dash. Right hand side compulsory using product rule. First function y into the derivative of log sin x, that is dy dx of log of sin x, plus second function log of sin x into derivative of y. That is y dash divided by y equals to y into, which is just advanced thinking here. Differentiation of log sin x is 1 by sin x multiplied by cos x. Total cos x by sin x, which becomes cot x. First log sin x differentiation is 1 by sin x multiplied by the differentiation sin x is cos x. Total become cot x. That is y into cot x plus log sin x into differentiation of y may be written as y dash. Now let's collect y dash terms together. Before that, if you want, we can multiply both sides by y also. So let's multiply both sides by y to make answer in neat manner. On multiplying both sides by y, so after y multiplication, left hand side will be remaining with only y dash because y will cancel out. Right hand side, both terms are multiplied by y. Here y into y become y square cot x plus next term y log sin x into y dash. But we are in the way to get the value for y dash, so let's collect y dash terms at one side. This y dash term brought to left side becomes minus. Hence y dash minus y dash into log sin x is equals to y square into cot x. Next step, in the left hand side there is a common, that is y dash, and common factor being y dash, left is 1 minus y log sin x is equals to y square into cot x. And lastly, only y dash means right hand side term divided by left hand side is complete bracket. So total answer y square cot x whole divided by 1 minus y into log sin x. So that's the final simplified answer for this problem. So next question, under continuation of logarithmic differentiation. Find dy by dx if, question is that, find dy by dx if, find dy by dx if y equals to x plus 1 whole cube into x plus 2 whole power 4 multiplied by x plus 3 whole power 5. So this is a problem and we need to find dy by dx. First write yet again given problem, given function y equal to x plus 1 whole cube into x plus 2 whole power 4 multiplied by x plus 3 whole power 5. In the earlier class we have seen by means of note etc. whenever we have number of terms product, it's better to apply logarithms on both sides. So let's take log on both sides to make function into simplest form. Otherwise we need to apply product rule 2 times or 3 times. To avoid that, better we take log on both sides, taking logarithms on both sides. Just try taking log. With applying log on both sides, left side log y, right side log of entire problem, means log of x plus 1 cube multiplied by x plus 2 power 4 multiplied by x plus 3 power 5. One more thing you have to keep in mind, whenever we apply logarithms, we should not let it down as it is. Means we need to apply suitable logarithm theorems. It is first of all in the form of log of PQR or log of MNP, whatever can be taken. So log of PQR given by log P plus log Q plus log R. So let's apply this theorem in the present step. What it is appearing exactly in that manner. Hence first term log x plus 1 to the power of 3 followed by second term with plus log x plus 2 to the power of 4 and lastly log x plus 3 to the power of 5 with plus sign. Still don't differentiate because still we have a chance of using log theorem. It is just like, in fact everyone, just like log p to the power of q. Log p to the power of q is q into log p. So let's use this log theorem in this particular step. Hence log y is equal to right hand side. After using that log theorem, that is q into log p, here 3 into log x plus 1, here 4 log x plus 2, whereas here 5 log x plus 3. 3 into log of x plus 1 plus 4 into log of x plus 2 plus 5 into log of x plus 3. This is still not a step of y dash. It is only step of logarithms application and their theorems. Now let's differentiate with respect to x. Now you can realize that actually starting was in the form of product, but we now transferred in the form of sum. That's the advantage of logarithmic taking on both sides. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. Read that word stating that and differentiating with respect to x on both sides. Left side, as usual, log y differentiation is 1 by y. Not only 1 by y, because y is always composite function of x, into differentiation of y is defined by y dash. Whereas right hand side, it is headed by sum. We need to apply first sum rule, in fact only sum rule. So by sum rule, 3 into derivative of log x plus 1 is 1 by x plus 1. Not only 1 by x plus 1 into differentiation of x 1 plus differentiation of 1 is 0. Similarly, for the remaining two terms also we can write 4 into 1 by x plus 2 into differentiation of x 1, differentiation of 2 0. Same type 5 into 1 by x plus 3 multiplied by 1 plus 0. Now y dash divided by y equals to, here 1 plus 0 1, 3 into 1 3, total 3 divided by x plus 1, next term 4 divided by x plus 2, last term 5 divided by x plus 3. And finally only y dash. Only y dash means y will be obviously cross multiplied. Y multiplied with the total term of right hand side. So that's the final result for the given problem. Next question. If y equals to, next question, if y equals to square root of, that is complete square root for that whatever expression is coming, 2x plus 3 power 5 into 3x minus 1 power 2 whole divided by 5x plus 2 power 4. This is given function. The question is that find dy by dx. If you start direct differentiation, it's not a wrong one, but you have to face a very huge number of steps and complication, because first comes the square root 1 by 2 into square root, after that quotient rule, followed by product rule and simplification. That makes it very, very difficult. So let's take the help of logarithms, because of we have powers, product of functions, division of functions, all that is easy to make a very simple format using the logarithms. Let's take log on both sides. You may call this as equation 1. Then write a word that taking logarithms on both sides or applying logarithms on both sides, and they can be written taking log on both sides. Left hand side log y, right hand side log of. And because of there is a square root means always its meaning is that power half. So for this entire quantity we have a power half. That means 2x plus 3 power 5 into 3x minus 1 square divided by 5x plus 2 to the power 4, and all this is having the power 1 by 2. Now it is just like log m raised to n. Log m raised to n is n log m, means 1 by 2 will be in multiplication position 1 by 2 into. At the same time, one more log theorem after, that's not a complicated one. It is just like now log of m by n. Log of m by n is log m minus log m, means log of bracket 2x plus 3 power 5 into 3x minus 1 power 2. It is log m minus log n, means log of 5x plus 2 to the power 4. Still, we are in the way to make use of log theorems, I mean log rules. Further, log y equals to 1 by 2 in bracket. It is just like log of m into n. Log of m into n is log m plus log n. At the same time, log m raised to n is n log m. Very first, it is just like log mn, log m plus log n. At the same time, 5 will become multiplication, 2 also becomes multiplication, 4 also becomes multiplication to that logarithmic quantity. So, using maximum possible logarithm rules here, 5 into log 2x plus 3 plus 2 into log 3x minus 1 minus 4 into log of 5x plus 2. So we transferred our problem from somewhat complicated way to an easiest form. Now let us differentiate with respect to it. Next step, on differentiating with respect to x. Left side 1 by y into y dash, right side 1 by 2 multiplied by 5 into derivative of log 2x plus 3 plus 2 into derivative of log 3x minus 1 minus 4 into the derivative of log 5x plus 2. Hence, y dash by y is equals to 1 by 2 into bracket differentiation of log 2x plus 3, 1 by 2x plus 3 into 2. That means it is 5 into 2 divided by 2x plus 3. Plus, similarly, the differentiation of log 3x minus 1, 1 by 3x minus 1 into 3, that is 2 into 3 divided by 3x minus 1. Minus 4 into, similarly, log 5x plus 2 differentiation 1 by 5x plus 2 into 5, total 5 divided by 5x plus 2. Finally, here 5 into 2, 10, 2 into 3, 6, 4 into 5, 20. Or here actually by 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. You want 2 can be cancelled. With 2 cancellation, also y can be cross multiplied. Finally, y dash equals to y into bracket 5 divided by 2x plus 3 plus 3 divided by 3x minus 1 minus. In the 4, 1, 2 has been cancelled, left is 2 and 2 into 5 becomes 10. 10 divided by 5x plus 2. That's the final result for the given problem. Next problem. under logarithmic differentiation. If f of x equals to 1 plus x into 1 plus x square into 1 plus x to the power of 4 and so on. 1 plus x to the power of 2n. Then find f dash of 0. Then find f dash of 0 means f dash of x at x equals to 0. So write solution. First write at again given problem without fail. First write at again given problem. So what is given? F of x equals to 1 plus x square, 1 plus x power 4 up to 1 plus x to the power of 2n. So because of number of terms product, we need to take compulsorily log on both sides. Next step, right? Taking log on both sides. That means log of f of x equals to log of right hand side, which is log of 1 plus x into 1 plus x square into 1 plus x power 4 and so on up to 1 plus x to the power of 2n. After applying log, don't differentiate. You have to make use of compulsorily log theorems, whichever suitable. Here suitable one is log of m and pq RUST etc. Log m plus log n plus log p etc. So let's use that log theorem, which is given by log 1 plus x plus log 1 plus x square plus log 1 plus x power 4 and so on. Up to log 1 plus x to the power of 2n. Next step, differentiation. On differentiating with respect to x. Left side, differentiation of log fx 1 by fx into f dash x. Here log 1 plus x differentiation 1 by 1 plus x into differentiation of 1 plus x is 1. Similarly, log 1 plus x square differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square into differentiation of x square 2x. Plus same type 1 by 1 plus x to the power of 4 into differentiation of x to the power of 4, 4x cube plus so on. Lastly, the differentiation of log 1 plus x to the power of 2n is 1 by 1 plus x to the power of 2n multiplied by differentiation of x to the power of 2n defined by 2n into x to the power of 2n minus 1. Next, on simplification. And also at the same time, f of x can be cross multiplied. Simplification, also at the same time, fx can be cross multiplied. Therefore, f dash of x equals to f of x multiplied by bracket 1 by 1 plus x plus 2x by 1 plus x square plus 4x cube divided by 1 plus x to the power of 4 and so on. Two n x to the power of 2n minus 1 divided by 1 plus x to the power of 2n. We shall call this as equation 2, and see the question. In the question we want f dash of 0. That means in equation 2 we shall put x equal to 0. Let's put x equal to 0 in 2. Substituting x equal to 0 in equation 2 so that we can get f dash of 0. Left hand side f dash of 0, right hand side f of 0 multiplied by 1 by 1 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 divided by 1 plus 0 square is after all 0, 4 into 0 square is 0 divided by 1 plus 0 and so on. Lastly, 2n into 0 power something will be 0 divided by 1 plus 0. I mean 0 power non-zero will be 0. Keeping that in mind. Hence, f dash of 0 equals to f of 0 into, here 1 plus 0, 1, total is 1, 2 into 0, 0, 0 by 1 is 0. So that means remaining term they will going to become zeros absolutely. So what it means is that now f dash of 0 equal to only f of 0. Therefore we get now f dash of 0 equals to f of 0. So from the equation 3, what we can say is that we can get f dash 0 value only after getting f of 0 value. Let's get f of 0 value by putting x equal to 0 in equation 1. On putting x equal to 0 in given function 1, we can able to get f of 0 value. That value can be substituted to get desired answer. Now put x equal to 0 in 1. This is because to get value for f of 0. Left hand side f of 0. Right hand side 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 and so on up to 1 plus 0 only. Now 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, total right hand side will becomes 1. Hence, f of 0 equals to 1. With f of 0 equals to 1, from equation 3 we have f dash 0 equal to f of 0. Obviously, f dash 0 also equals to 1, which implies that now f dash 0 also equals to 1 since from 3. Next problem. Under logarithmic differentiation, if y equals to sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x and so on. Sin x, sin 2x, sin 3x, so on up to sin nx. Then find dy by dx. Solution. First write a given problem yet again. Write given function yet again. Consider given function called 1. And because of number of terms product, it is necessary to take log on both sides. Taking logarithms on both sides. Taking log on both sides, left side log y, right side log of entire function means log of sin x, sin 2x, sin 3x up to sin nx. Now use logarithm theorem. It is just like log of mn, p, q, r, etc. Log m plus log n plus log p plus log q and so on. Hence now it will be log sin x plus log sin 2x plus log sin 3x and so on up to log sin nx. Now differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Next step, on differentiating with respect to x. Log y differentiation 1 by y into y dash. Right hand side, very first sum rule, because there is a sum of functions. Hence it is dy dx of log sin x, remaining same type, should be written, plus dy dx of log sin 2x and so on. Remaining are same type. You can manage them. Like that, please continue. Or y dash by y is equals to, here differentiation of log sin x means 1 by sin x into sin x differentiation cos x. That means 1 by sin x multiplied by the derivative of sin x is cos x. Similarly, the derivative of log sin 2x is 1 by sin 2x multiplied by derivative of sin 2x is 2 cos 2x. Next term, very much analogous, 1 by sin 3x into derivative of sin 3x is 3 cos 3x. Plus so on. Last term, the derivative of log sin nx is 1 by sin nx into n cos nx. That means 1 divided by sin nx into n cos of nx. And we can make some kind of simplification in right hand side. So let's simplify in right hand side to some extent. Y dash divided by y is equal to right hand side. In the right hand side, every term in the form of cos theta by sin theta, that is equal to cot theta. That means here first term cot x, second term 2 cot 2x, third term 3 cot 3x, and so on. Last term, that is nth term, n cot nx. And this series, of course, which is a finite series, which can be written in simplest form, compact form, in summation form. Let's write all this finite series in summation form, that is sigma, with summation parameter as k equals to 1 to k equal to n. Here nothing means we can take as 1 cot x, 2 cot 2x, 3 cot 3x, n cot nx. So in general it can be written as k cot kx, with sigma starting from k equal to 1 ending with k equal to n. And lastly, only y dash. What's only y dash? Y will be cross multiplied. On cross multiplication of y into sigma k equal to 1 to n k cot kx. This problem, I solved with sin. You may be given cos. Suppose if you are given cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x into cos 4x up to cos nx, you can expect very easily answer after differentiation, before the taking logarithm. After taking log, what we get? Log cos x plus log cos 2x plus log cos 3x and so on. And when we differentiate log cos x differentiation, 1 by cos x into minus sin x, next term 1 by cos 2x into minus 2 sin 2x and so on. That means you are going to get the terms. First term minus tan x, second term minus 2 tan 2x, third term minus 3 into tan 3x, and nth term minus n into tan nx. And that answer can be written in general, what I am telling, for the problem defined by y equal to cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x into so on cos nx. For that problem, your answer defined by y dash equal to minus y into sigma k equals to 1 to k equals to n k tan kx. This is if your problem is defined by y equal to cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x and up to cos nx. Still we have one more type of problem under logarithm that we shall see in the next class.